everyone. I'm just waiting on my guest to get on. So I'll just wait a few minutes while everybody's getting on. Hey, Brian, we're connecting.
Can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Mm, okay.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
I've had this issue with Riverside every time I've been on Riverside, and I can't
Really?
change the
Okay,
stuff
this is my
around.
first time having problems hearing. Can you hear me now? That's okay. No big deal. We're going to figure it out. We're problem solvers. How amazing is that? Waiting on people to get on. Hi, everyone. How are you guys doing?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, good, good. I haven't seen you physically in a little while. How's the weather in Colorado?
I moved to Lincoln, Nebraska a couple months ago.
I'm having okay. We're currently continuing on a new track. Started a new printer for Ryan due to a change in their devices. Heads up, Ryan's recording will continue on a new track. Can you hear me? Yeah, the thing is that technical stuff is technical stuff. Sometimes we just have issues, sometimes connect. It's not a big deal. We'll get it figured out. Glad you guys are joining though. Okay, how are we doing? You can hear me? Okay, let me
Yeah,
hear you. Oh.
I can hear you.
Oh, I can hear you. Okay, awesome. Okay, perfect. Okay. You know what? Every time I do this, I have problems. So maybe it's me too. I'm trying to get it where I'm connected to TikTok. Are you able to get on TikTok separate? Because they don't let me connect to TikTok separate. I have to do it two different ones. But you'd have to do it on your phone, I think, if you have a Mac. Yeah, I think maybe we need to create a podcast system where it connects everything without having to have issues. I don't know if that's possible, but hey,
That's what my team does.
awesome. Oh, okay, awesome. Well, hey, well, there we are. This is what we're going through. So then you can tell us how to solve it.
All right, I'm on TikTok too.
Okay, are we connected live? Are you on my live?
Hmm.
Okay. There's a something I can hear in the background that's going making weird noises.
There's you're gonna have a bad delay.
I am. Do you know why?
If I'm on both, you're gonna have microphone issues. You're gonna have squealing.
I haven't yet. This would be my first one if I did because I haven't. It's actually flowed every day. So I'm trying to figure out.
All right, I just turned down the volume on the TikTok live one. I think we should be good now.
You think so? Okay, awesome. Okay, so okay, then are you my guest? Okay. Well, I guess I could invite you again. I don't know why it didn't go through. That's so weird. Anyways, it's okay. We're gonna make it through here. It's gonna be awesome. I'm not worried about these little things that have whatever that kind of just makes everything crazy. because you know what, that's what, the thing is, it's kind of neat that we do go through it, because if you think about it, like, a lot of people don't do something because, oh, they're embarrassed or this happens or whatever. But in real life, Ryan, as well as I do, is that everything's not perfect and sometimes we fail. And that's what makes an entrepreneur, is they go, oh, okay, I'm not scared to fail and I'm not embarrassed that something happens, because there's no perfect world. I mean, people have perfect lives. Okay, well, so they have it perfect every time. I don't know anybody like that. Every entrepreneur I know have failed and had, different things happen to them. And so, the thing is that they're the ones that go, I don't care, it's not embarrassing to me, I'm just going to solve and keep going. And that's what we
Yep.
do. We might get frustrated, and it's okay, because we're entitled to our emotions and how we feel, but we just keep going no matter how we feel, right? um I've known you for a few years and you're amazing. You're always creating a new business or doing something, and you're just like a go, go, go powerhouse kind of guy, a great person all the way around. And it has really been good to me as long as I've known you. If I had a question or problem, or if I needed something, you've always been there for me. And everybody's not like that. There's a lot of people out there, it's just like, it's like they hoard things in. And I don't even know why, because they've done studies, and I think they said that, you correct me if I'm wrong, but what they say, like 10% of people actually go do whatever you teach. That's why entrepreneurs have no problem telling people and teaching people what they know, is because most people won't go take it and do it.
Right.
So you are a prime example of it taking off and, building real estate business in Colorado, building this virtual. I mean, I watch you just go, okay, I'm going to start this new business and I'm going to do this. And you go, boom, and you just do it. And you just get obsessed with it and you just make it happen. I love that. I love have my tribe of being the people. We might not all get to hang out all the time together physically or stuff like that, but even in what we don't, you're just a good person, and you're always there, and you just want to make the world a better place. And you've done that with your virtual assistants. You guys been going nonstop for a while now, getting it going, up and going. And so, everybody, my name is Amy Bacon. I'm a real estate agent in Alaska, Texas. I also launch Spiritually, Physically, Financially Fit with Bacon. And today I have my good friend Ryan Van Ornum, if I didn't butcher his name, because I do not want to do that. But you guys, I have him on because you know what? I just find that in businesses, we have problem with delegate. Look, a lot of times we have problem with giving up anything, so we like control. But we have so many things. We live in this world of so many things. Oh my God. I don't know about y'all's to-do list, but I swear, like, mine's always something else. And then all the time, we're always getting a new system or a new something else that we have to learn. And so Ryan has created a virtual assistant. Plus, he has but you know what? I'm going to let him tell you about him and what he wants to share today about who he is and what he's done. But I just want to introduce him. He's just a great person. And so, Ryan, I'm going to hand it over to you if you want to just share with us a little bit about you and your businesses and where you're at and all that.
Sure. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm Ryan Van Ornum. I own a scalable operations company called Synergist, along with several other ventures that I have going on. But Synergist is my main venture that I'm focused on right now. We work with an entire team of global elite talent that help people grow exponentially faster at a fraction of the cost. So whether you need like AI prompt engineers, you need like paralegals, bookkeepers, admin, digital marketing. You need to be able to have video editors or anything like that. We have so many different roles associated with it that we have about 25 different roles in our company right now, and you all get them for basically you get a block of hours for the entire time, and then you can pick and choose whoever you want to utilize.
So you get to interview who you want to choose to work with all the time.
Yeah, we have an entire team of it. So then you just jump into our office and be able to help everybody grow, and they can utilize whoever they want. We have everybody in one place, and then they can jump in and say, I need digital marketing today. I need our bookkeepers today, whatever they need. And then they go from there.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. Okay, so it's not the same thing every day. It's like, oh, today I need help creating a spreadsheet or whatever. And so you just go, hey, I need this today. And then you have just a team of people can do all kinds of things. And then that person gets and helps you, right? Am I understanding it right?
Yes.
Okay. The person who knows how to do that. So if you're like, oh, I need a video edited, hey, I need this done, and you guys make it happen. And so you do you have like lists like, oh, okay, I need this done or video edited and it's this price, or but you also have the package price too, or how does it work?
Basically, you get it all for one price. So like you don't have to like break apart services. It's all done in one spot. So you get it all for one price now. And instead of having to sort through like what's the cost of everything, it's you have your whole back office team all ready to go.
Okay. Okay, that's pretty awesome. Okay, so Ryan, why did you tell me about this? What exactly like uh I guess I would say like, can you give us a little story about your life a little bit? Just like where are you from and why did you start a business, or how did you get to where you're at?
So I played college volleyball and I was um went got went into the military and decided to I was in computers and networking and stuff like that, and decided after I got deployed a couple times that it wasn't the route that I wanted to go with to raise my family. So stepped away, got my bachelor's and master's degree in education, was a teacher for a little bit, and then decided that I didn't want to put up with the bureaucracy so much, and then went into built a real estate team in Colorado for about 10 years or so, and then still have my real estate team out there, but then really found what my passion working in the tech side and utilizing AI, being able to help people grow. That's what I love to do, and excited about what we're building now with Synergist over the last few years, and just a really good opportunity to help businesses take that next leap, to be able to save costs for themselves, to be able to utilize a whole team instead of like just one person and then they're constantly training. So like I just feel really comfortable being able to utilize a whole team for people instead of just having one type of role.
So what do you find that entrepreneurs struggle with the most on this in this area?
I find that entrepreneurs, they a lot of them have where they don't want to give up control over it's like their baby and stuff like that, which totally understand. However, if you're able to rewrite your job description a little bit more and get yourself out of it, you actually grow exponentially more. So that's what I really enjoy helping people with those facets of growing their business.
That's interesting. Say that again. You said rewrite your job description.
Yeah, yeah. So like
Talk
so
about
many
that.
people, so many people, their first way of running things is being able to have like do the actual job. So whether it's like you run a landscaping business and you're out there and you're getting the sales and you're doing the work, and then you have to rewrite your job description that you start to hire people, and then you continue into the next side of it, um, of being able to oversee those people that are doing the work, and then you may bring on some smaller type of maybe fractional type of work or something like that along the way. Like you need like your tax accountants and stuff like that. You can uh, you can't do it all yourself. So if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, you build a team, and we've assembled the team for businesses now. That's what we do.
So when you you say that, okay, I'm thinking my perspective is that you go, okay, I find that entrepreneurs need this and this is what I have. Or tell me about that. Tell me what that looks like. Give me an example.
I'm sorry, can you repeat what you were asking?
I guess I'm just trying to get an example of what you're talking about the okay, so like entrepreneurs, and then you have a list of things. Okay, so like, okay, I guess let me backtrack a little bit. So I'm an entrepreneur. I'm coming to you, and I need to rewrite my job description, right? Because here I am doing Canva. I'm doing what do we do in the beginning? We do everything, right? We just do it all. Legion, we do Canva, we do, or you know what I mean, like templates, and we're social media posting. What's another one that we do? God, that's time consuming. I mean, all this stuff, YouTube, all this stuff. You got to
Yeah.
create the event. You got to go do all these things, and but you know what? That's not the highest and best use of your time. And so, really, using a virtual assistant is better to use. And you're saying I have virtual assistants that can do all these things. So,
We don't even call them virtual assistants
yeah,
because most people think virtual assistant is somebody like that is like barely, you know, like you know, $6, $7, $8 an hour type of person that doesn't have any skills that you're constantly training. Like we don't even like calling them virtual assistants anymore. We're like these people are elite talent. Like they have bachelor's, if not master's degrees, and like 5 to 8 years experience in their specific field. That they're knowing exactly, you know, the direction that they need to go into. You know, like they're plug and play ready. So like when you have like video editors that know exactly the prompts that they, you know, like how to cut, utilize B-roll footage to be able to create, you know, have it look exactly the way you want it to be. You know, like AI video creation, prompt engineers that we have CPAs on staff. We have paralegals that have like a doctorate in law, like, and you know, where are you going to be able to find a paralegal like that? Like that's the kind of stuff that we build out. That is not a virtual assistant. That's somebody that's working remotely. That is elite staff. That's the difference.
oh, okay, that. Well, that's good to know because I know that we get worried about hiring people, and as well as I do, it's like, oh my God, what am I going to get? This is scary, and I don't have time to teach somebody who's in the kindergarten level something. I just don't have time, right? Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, what do you find that entrepreneurs come to you the most for? Like, they're like, man, here, I need to give this away. What could you tell people that, hey, this is what most people need help with? What are and I know obviously you have a lot to offer, but what would be what is the thing that people come to you the most if this seem like it's a big burden to them? And
I would say a lot of it is, you know, the the social media management, the marketing side. We have quite a few on that piece. We have several NFL players, NBA players. We have a former WWE champion that we work with. Uh, we do a lot of podcast production pieces. Uh, we do a lot of finance bookkeeping work for a lot of companies. We do have maintenance and scheduling and executive assistant type of work that we utilize inside of Synergist. So yeah, we have it's spread out, you know, quite across. I would say about like 8 to 12 different type of job roles, but overall, those are the main ones. But we have about 20 different. We have a couple civil engineering assistants that help with civil engineer firms. So that's pretty cool too.
yeah, that is really cool. Yeah, I like that you're doing this because we do have a lot in our plates, and we do need help getting. And so, what would you say to people that are like, I want to give this up, and I'm so scared somebody's going to mess up my schedule, and then I'm going to look bad, or because we like to control stuff, right? What would you say to somebody who's like, okay, how did you start delegating? How did you start giving things up and trusting people? I mean, Honestly, when I'm around you, I just go, God, how does he do that? Like, I want to be able to trust people like that and give some of my business to somebody that I don't know. And how did you, in your mind, how did you get your mind ready? How did you give it away? Talk to me about that.
I would say the biggest thing is like, am I better suited at doing things at a bigger level than doing something that is not in my job description. I had to get away from that. Like, why should I focus on like editing a video, or why should I focus on an admin task, or like booking my travel, when somebody else can do that and I can make $5,000 an hour or whatever it is. Like, that's the situation that I want to get to, is to be able to utilize my talents at the highest level possible. And I can't do that if I'm trying to control every little facet. I have to be able to leverage. Most people think that they're going to be the best person suited for each one of those roles, and you're actually hampering and hindering your own business. You're handcuffing yourself.
Wow, it's true. Um, I know that you have to think about like what is your hourly rate, right? And so, what is your hourly rate? And then, should you hire that out? I mean, you're right. If you're making $5,000 an hour, you should not be doing something like scheduling your calendar or making sure your day's ready and everything, right?
And I'm not saying I make $5,000 an hour. I'm saying, even if you make like $100 an hour or whatever it is, would you rather get a, like a 5x return on your money? Would you rather get a 10x return on your money, a 20x return on your money, because you are more suited to having the conversations to grow your business, as opposed to more suited to, stay stuck in the same aspect of your business? That's where I see this is, it's really the situation that it's at. Like, I don't need to, like, and the other piece is like getting over being imperfect. Like, we're going to go through certain aspects of the business. You're going to have churn in your business. You're going to have people come in and out. Like in real estate, you have a new client every 30 to 90 days in real estate. Like, in whether it's like the trades, you could have somebody, if you're like plowing snow in the wintertime, you could have, it could be, you could plow their driveway once, you could plow their driveway for 10 years. But if you're able to stay in front of them and you have those connections with people, now those are the people that are going to remember you, and you don't even have to do the services per se. But now you've established you were the go-to because of that rapport. That's the different piece.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about all this. As entrepreneurs, we do have problems giving things up. I've taken enough classes that say, if you shouldn't be cleaning your house, if or the things that you don't like to do, and it takes so much time. It takes you 5 hours to clean your house, right? If it takes you, all these different things, you got to figure out where is your highest and best use of your time. Yeah, I really like that you're doing this. And then you're saying you do bookkeeping, scheduling. Oh, you know what I was thinking right now is the new AI stuff. You know how they're like now is like, oh, create your videos using AI. And so you guys do that.
Yep, we
So you
can
don't
do
have
that.
to,
We
yeah.
can twin yourself in videos. We can create AI. I have AI video prompt engineers on staff that we can create anything that you can think of for advertisements. We have media buyers on staff that can go and you can purchase like you can purchase on geofencing. You can do Google ads. We can do Meta ads. We can do all the media buying for you as well. So it doesn't matter where. That's the thing. It's like, instead of going to like 15 different companies to try to do all of this stuff, you have everything in one operational team. That's the whole piece.
And then you have somebody in charge of that team to make sure everybody's
Yes, we have director of operations that handles all of those pieces. Everybody is accountable for, what they're doing. And then you still have the autonomy of being able to run the business however you want. You just jump into our office and talk to whoever you need to at that time to make sure that you get those tasks assigned to the right people, and we roll and get it done.
I love it. So I was okay. I'm just trying to think about like if you're a new. So let's just say because we have new people. We're getting a new year, and people are going to start their new business, and we love people to start new businesses, right? Whether you're just getting started or more. So if I came to you and I'm a new entrepreneur, this is going to be 2026. I'm going to have this new business, and I know I need to be in social media. I need to do these things, but I only have, let's just say I'm not even on TikTok, okay? I'm only have like a YouTube, okay? That's all I know. What do I do? I mean, Ryan, what do I do? Oh my God, like, because I really need to, I feel like that I need to do all these different social medias. Whether you do or you don't, it doesn't matter, okay? Uh, what if I come to you and I go, well, I want to be on all of it because I want to come into my new business and I want to go big. Do you have somebody that can create me accounts and make my businesses and they know how to set it all up, the whole Facebook meta? I don't know. I have people who help me. I don't know how to do all that kind of stuff. Face it's overwhelming, right? TikTok business accounts, Facebook meta or whatever, YouTube. I mean, it's everything. It's a lot, but like if I don't know anything, can somebody help me go through my check off and get me going in social media?
Yes, we have standard operating procedures for all of that stuff to be able to create whatever social media accounts that you want and how you want to develop them organically or through paid ads. So, like, we have the ability to do all of that. So, we have experts in YouTube, experts in Meta, experts in TikTok, experts in LinkedIn. If you're looking to grow utilizing B2B services versus B2C services, we have the ability to help facilitate the right channels that are going to grow your businesses.
So what if I say, well, okay, so now I'm going to get on social media, but I don't know what to put on social media. Is there somebody who can help me that, or do I have to think of every single thing I need to put on social media for you guys to post every day for me, or however often I want to be posted?
No, we help you build your content calendars. We need to know what your business is about. Obviously, we're not mind readers, but like being able to help you establish, what kind of content. Uh, Basically, the way that we create it is we give you, like 2 or 3 weeks worth of scripts based on the content that you've already approved. We'll help you grow out those messages, and then you just start creating content, and then we'll post it. So, the biggest thing that I can say is just being consistent. If you're not consistent, you're not going to grow. Like, people are not going to see it. So, if you post once and it has a great message, that's good. But you're still going to struggle because you're not consistent. With the algorithms rewards consistency. They've It's consistency in the messaging. If you're It's kind of went away somewhat from like the audience, the amount in your audience, and more about the content that you're providing. That's some of the differences that we've seen in the last couple of years. That's more of like the TikTok influence into social media, comparatively speaking, to when it was like the huge uh, audience growth that we're seeing like 5 years ago. It's definitely changed. You got to have more content. It's got to be more poignant to the conversation to grow, and you don't really want to like deviate too much in it because it'll confuse your algorithm as well.
Oh, wait, let's talk about that.
So if I'm going into, like, say, Instagram, and I am like on my business page, I'm talking about my business, and then the next thing I'm talking about is like movie reviews, and then the next thing I'm talking about is something on like politics. It's going to confuse your algorithm. So what's been best practices lately is more of utilizing separate channels for all of those discussions.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's kind of what we've seen that helps the algorithms grow your base.
that seems like more work. You're stressing me out. Like add more. That's why you guys have a virtual. I mean, elite assistant. What do you call them? What do you
We
call
just
them
call
again?
them synergists now, but
Synergy.
yes,
He don't call them virtual assistants because his is elite. They're educated. They
yes,
know and they try to work with excellence. That's awesome. I love that. Because I know that that is a fear, and there are people who have hired, and it was very stressful for people who have tried. Because nowadays, if people even think you want a virtual assistant, they're just burning your phone up with constantly of that. And you're saying, like I get it, anybody can do that, but if you're wanting quality for your business, you've really invested to making sure you have educated people who can make sure that that's great. And then I also love that you just talk about learning the algorithms because they change a lot, right? You always
absolutely.
have
And
people on. Yeah, go ahead.
stay we have people that are YouTube experts versus like we have staff members that are specifically for Instagram, specifically for TikTok, specifically for Facebook and LinkedIn, because all of them have different algorithms and all of them reach different ways. So like if you're looking more B2B, I would say you want to stick on like a YouTube platform and a LinkedIn platform, as opposed to like if you're more B2C, you're going to be on TikTok and Instagram and different channels like that. So it's interesting how like some of the platforms are more utilized in different ways.
Yeah, I took a class one time. It was talking about like Instagram is more like photos. So if you're a photo person, Instagram is kind of really good for that. So I guess
Yeah, the photo carousels, yes. That's more for your followers as opposed to like videos are more like towards reaching new audience. So one of the things is getting, video has always been a little bit more advantageous for most platforms, uh, but even still, the photos uh, is more towards your base of your audience and on your carousels and stuff like that. What we've seen with the video growth is more towards new audience capture.
repeat that last one at the end about the capture, the video. What'd you say?
So they want to hear your message.
Okay, yeah.
So when you're talking, whether it's uh, on your video production, like they're gonna be able to utilize and see who you are as a person. And the other thing too is like faceless marketing is kind of going away. That has been something that worked, you know, probably the last 10 years or so. Faceless marketing was basically B-roll footage with someone talking over the top of it, and you didn't have to be more. What we're kind of seeing is more of like that embedded influencer into your brand. So you have to be either somebody in your company has to be kind of like the spokesperson until you get to a big enough level, like a Nike brand or something like that, that you can have somebody. Even then, I think like Pharrell Williams, like the guy that's saying "Happy," the hip hop and rapper. I think Gucci actually hired him on. So like you're starting to see some of these influencer types being hired into roles into companies now.
Yeah, I I know I started doing my videos this year, and I'm telling you, I just did all kinds of crazy stuff trying to just make sure I was doing something every single day. Yeah, because you got to get comfortable because it's not going away, guys. It's not like I should have done this 10 years ago or whatever. And the thing is that we have to get used to it. And you're gonna not be perfect when you get going. You're just not. You just got to just do it, right?
Yeah, and like the biggest thing that I can say is like have a have a plan. Like just throwing stuff at the wall now. Like it have a plan of how you want to build this out. Like utilize AI. Utilize AI to help you build a content calendar if you're not using somebody to help you with that. But like be structured in your approach, because there's so much out there already. Are you going to be able to grab somebody's attention in the first like 2 seconds? Like, how are you going to do that? How are you going to create something that people want to stick with you, to be able to listen to you for 30 seconds? Their attention span's so small, they're just scrolling anyway. How do you stop that? Like, are you going to be able to do that? And just throwing crap out there and thinking that you're going to get somebody to stop and like actually have a plan. And, if you're having a plan and you can do it on your own, fantastic. But the thing is, most business owners are busy doing their own business. So do you have the time to actually do this, or do you have like a half an hour to sit down on a video that already has your content already built out, already has your calendar already built out, already has your themes built out, already has your scripts built out? That's what we do. So would you rather spend 30 minutes doing it, or like 15 to 20 hours a week trying to keep up with content? Because it's not getting it's not slowing down. What's expected to happen is you're going to see like a 500 to a 1,000x by 2030 on the amount of content that's going to be produced over the next 5 years. It's insane.
Yeah. And I know you got to know, not only do you got to figure out how do you get somebody to stop and listen to you, but how do you, but you got to know who your audience is, and who do you want your audience to be? Because you could just be going everywhere, right? Like, oh, okay, I want everybody, but everybody's not your tribe. Everybody's not, the world is just big and everybody has their own thing. And so, yeah, knowing who your audience is and what you're trying to accomplish and how to get them to stop and listen to you. I really like that you said that. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, knowing your client avatar is important. Like, if you're going for, say, I don't know, like you're a day spa, am I going to go after the 65-year-old man like that's going to go get a pedicure? Probably not. Like, what's your avatar look like for?
Yeah, probably not.
Exactly.
True.
That doesn't make any sense. Maybe he's going to buy his wife one time in a year, but who's your avatar? It's going to be, some, late 20s, early 30s, females with disposable income. So how do you find them? Like, how do you track and be able to retarget them across multiple brands and multiple platforms? That's what you have to be thinking about. But if you don't have the time or the vision to be able to do that, then you need somebody helping you on that. Because what's happening right now with AI, and it's not just like going on to Google and having SEO anymore. It's the next evolution is called GEO. It's generative engine optimization. So like your ChatGPTs, your Siris, your Google Geminis, all of this stuff is generating that information. And if you're not staying up on abroad on that stuff, you're gonna get trampled on. That's what's happening right now. Is like, people will never find you anymore if you're not staying up on that kind of stuff. And that's what we specialize. We have people on our staff that help with understanding how to retarget and utilize GEO as opposed to SEO. Like, just showing up on a search on Google or Bing, great, fantastic. Give that another 18 months and you won't, like right now, I think ChatGPT has 175 million hits a day. So
Wow.
that's why do you think Google is now has put Google Gemini into every search? Because they were getting trampled by Grok and ChatGPT and Claude and all of these other AI platforms, because it's far superior than just a SEO search.
Wow. So do you have a favorite that you use? I mean, I'm still ChatGPT. I haven't really got out of my box, but I mean, everybody has their favorite, I've noticed since when I ask.
It depends on which way you want to go. So like, if you're utilizing it for like copywriting services versus image production versus video production, there's so many different ways out there to be able to utilize it. If you're looking for like video creation, I would say the two biggest ones right now, like Sora is a good one, and Uh, it's like Flow from Google, VO3, V VO3 is a really good one as well. So those are the two that I've seen. There's a couple other ones that are doing well. Um, if you're looking for like search wise, obviously ChatGPT. There's Grok. There's Claude and Perplexity. So it just depends in the ways that you want to look at it and what you're most comfortable with. Most of them do a pretty decent job of being able to utilize those things, but you have to stay up on it.
Yeah. So do you track? Okay, this video, this who my audience. I mean, on TikTok Live, I'm able to track my audience. I know how many people's on there, how many people stay on there. How old they are, what everything. Um, but do you guys keep? I mean, do you guys track? Okay, like when we post about this, we usually get this. Like, do you track your advertisements to see how it works?
Yes.
Do
If
you
you're not, then
recommend that, or what do you recommend?
if you're not doing that, you might as well just set your money on fire. Like if you have a company that's not tracking, you know, your ROAS and different aspects to be able to see where it's coming from, you're they're not a reputable company. So like being able to see how many hits that you're getting, what impressions that you're getting, likes, comments on social media, that type of stuff, like on your website traffic, are they opting in? Is there uh, are you showing up in different areas of search flow, stuff like that. There's many different options and uh, analytics that you do need to take a look at. So that's what we focus on is finding the right avenues, and we have places that can track all of that stuff in one place to make it easy to read.
So, do you know which site or which social media site you would recommend for lead gen? I mean, we've heard this week like Google and YouTube, that's where it's at. Do you have one that you go, of course, I guess it depends on what you're doing as far as your business goes, but what are you recommending? If people are doing video, what's the number one places that you seem, if you're really wanting to grow fast, what are you recommending?
One, I don't think growing fast is like, unless you have six figures to spend in marketing like per month, like you're not going to grow fast. Like it's just like ju- I think the biggest thing that people need to do is understand like organic takes time to grow. And if you're wanting to spend money to be able, you better have a lot of it to be able to step into those areas. So if you're like, say you're a brand new landscaping company in Northern Illinois, okay, the biggest thing that I would probably do is you want to find B2C customers, like, like business to customers. You don't want to go business to business with that. I would start on Instagram. I would start on TikTok. I would start on Facebook for a landscaping company because I want to go directly to my clients. I would like um, and grow into, especially Facebook has more of the Facebook groups that you can go into, the video production side. You can go into like trial reels and TikTok reels to show like your before and after type of videos. I think those would gain you organic traffic that way, where you wouldn't have to spend too much in terms of putting it out there. You can grow pretty relatively faster organically as opposed to like trying to pay for something, because I don't think spending like $10,000 a month on ads for something like that would really get you the traction and the return on your investment necessary to recover that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That makes sense. I'm always like, oh, do I want to pay for this boost or whatever? Like I don't even pay for ads like that. Uh, but I mean, I have thought about it, but I always kind of wonder, like, God, is this like a waste of money or whatever? Um, yeah, so that's good to know. So what about LinkedIn? I mean, is that something you utilize a lot?
Um, we use LinkedIn for B2B conversations for clients. If you are like like a SaaS platform, or if you're having different um, where you're reaching out to businesses, straight to businesses, like maybe you're reaching out to business coaches, that you're looking for referral types, that's where we're going to be more advantageous on LinkedIn.
Okay. Okay. Man, this is like information overload, which is really neat. So much. I mean, you know what? Like, well, you don't have time to go track all this stuff. You don't have time to go create all this thing. We have a hard time. Look, I have a hard time just creating what I'm creating that day. Trying to get the to do check off list done. And there's so much in our plates nowadays. I mean, we got our calendars. Like you said, you need bookkeepers and or people to help you with your books and stuff like that. And then creating your content and creating your whole calendar out, because you're saying that, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that you need not only to know your audience, you need to have a plan, and you need to be consistent. Because if you're not consistent, you're confusing the algorithm. You need to, right? Am I correct on what I'm saying? I'm just
Yes.
trying to remember everything. We talk about so much stuff, and I'm like, okay, I need to remember my biggest ahas. Of course, I'm gonna have notes from all this later, but uh, it's a lot, you guys. It's a lot. I mean, think about it. So much that we do as an entrepreneur, marketing is the biggest deal. If people don't know you, they can't buy your product. If they don't know you, uh, you can't even build trust, because if you're not consistent, nobody's going to trust you. If you're all over the place, if you're like, today I'm working, tomorrow I'm not, they don't even know if you're going to show up for them, right? So you need consistency in your life. You need to have a plan. And then all of this AI. Oh my goodness. I mean, I thought about, oh, should I try the video out where it just makes a mini me or whatever it is, a AI me or whatever. I have thought about that. I've seen it a lot. It's kind of a neat thing. I don't know. You see some people go, okay, they love it, and I don't know, if that's if that's where I'd want my direction to go. But it is kind of neat that it's constantly something, isn't it, Ryan? I mean, I'm literally listening to you going, look at Google, and we just think we all Google, right? We've been Googling YouTube, everything, right? But then you've got AI, you have all these little different things that are going on there that's creating, it's so much information. I tell
Yeah.
you what, when I was young, we didn't have all this. Okay. I mean, you guys know I'm old, but let me tell you, I was like, this is like so much. I don't think I'd ever thought that our world would be like this. It's just amazing. And then here you are going, I got to help figure out, because these are where the entrepreneurs are struggling, the marketing, trying to track it. What's the algorithm? And you see that all the time on creators are always worried about the algorithm. Oh my God. Okay. Everybody do this today because it's changed, because they mess it up, or they do something to it where now you're not showing or whatever, right?
Yeah. I would say, like, just stick, if you could stick with like one platform to start with, to get you comfortable in front of it, and then just be consistent, post every day if you can. Like, what what we're seeing is, like, if you're posting every day at least once a day, we between my like 6 channels that we have, um, I have um, 2 to 3 pieces going out on each channel per day right now. A lot of times, here's the thing, people get wrapped up in, like, are people going to see me, and am I just going to spam them? Do you know how much stuff is out there right now? Like, you are, even even if you're posting that much, there is still so much content that's going out. It it's not going to flood. It's in your own mindset that you're posting too much. You're basically, the volume that you needs to be like 500 to 1,000 times what you think it needs to be
Wow.
to get any saturation in your market. If you want to be like the best um landscaper, I'll just use landscaper in Boise, Idaho. Okay. If you want to be the best landscaper in Boise, Idaho, you probably need to be posting like 5 to 8 times a day on one platform, because you're going to get some saturation piece then. Like, but going forward, by probably 2030, it's probably going to be 50 times a day. and it's just being like with AI, like you're going to see so much more content being created and faster. It that's what
Wow.
people are going to get ran over,
Right.
and it's as much as I want to say like it's going to be. Um, I still think that you need to have that connection with people, but man, uh, the amount of content that is being put out there right now, it's going to be extrapolated out 1,000 times.
Well, do you think, I mean, do you think it's important to just post, post, post? I mean, I see people posting like 4 or 5 stories a day, like, of course, I know the higher they are up, I notice people like that are more famous and stuff, they tend to post at least 4 stories a day or something. And I go, okay, like, oh my God, how am I going to do 4 stories? And then I go, but do you think that it's important to post just anything, or do you think it's important to post quality of something quality? I mean, or just educated, and then I think to myself, would I follow me? Because I don't want, honestly, I don't want to see anybody's listings on their house every single moment. I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean, a lot of them, if you post every now and then, I'm going to know you're a realtor, right? And so I think of that like what I would want to follow. I don't know, I want somebody to throw me in some education, but I want to follow their little fun adventures, tell me where you're eating or whatever, because I want to see if I want to go there. If you're going on vacation, I want to know, because maybe I want to go there. I mean, I like to see a balance of people's lives and stuff like that. But I do get it too, that people who don't want to, who are not like me, they just business, business, business. I guess it's two different ways to post, and I'm probably saying way too much, and so let me just stop because
I think real estate is such a different animal compared to the rest of business world because um, they the lens is so much different. Uh, I would I would say that with like if I'm going into surgery, I don't want my doctor posting a selfie that, oh my God, getting ready for surgery. Like
yeah.
I don't want that. But for some reason in real estate we have that. I think we need to do a better job in real estate of being educational and being purposeful about the conversations that we're having in real estate. That's just my personal opinion on it.
Yeah.
In terms of, I do think that as a part of as a business as a whole, people need to be authentic no matter what they do. Uh,
Mm.
Whether they're speaking their message about their business or that they're talking about their personal life a little bit and opening up a little bit, you know, you know, pulling the curtain back and being able to share those type of experiences about their life, having a little bit of vulnerability and authenticism, being authentic, I think is really important.
You know what? I'm glad you touched on that because it's so true. I mean, the world is so fake, and fakeness is like you feel like you're being betrayed because you don't know who they are. So it's hard to trust fakeness. But when you're saying authentic, even if it's good or it's bad, you even hear like John Maxwell say, tell where you failed, because people want to know that they have a real life too, that you don't want people to think that they can't connect to you. They want authenticism. We need that in our world right now, especially with AI. It's scary. We don't even know some of these people, like they just trying to talk to you and they're all fake. Their whole profiles are fake, and it's very scary because you go, God, why are you hiding? Are you going to betray me? Are you going to do something? And so it's hard to trust. Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's podcast, he's never been on his own podcast and he's had like 300 episodes.
He said, who is this?
Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, he it's all AI.
And he's never been on there. And he's had what? What did you say?
300 podcasts.
Wow.
So it just like being authentic about what you do, man. That's the biggest thing. Is like people will see through the the fakeness, and they just need, you know, be be real with people. Uh, come from a point of contribution, want to help, and
Oh,
want
that's
to see
good.
people do well. You will start to attract a tribe that way.
And that's the way you are. You actually live exactly those words. You're not just saying it. I mean, I've known you and exactly how you live your life. Um, yeah, so that's pretty amazing. And yeah, I'm glad you touched on all that. That's really good stuff. As far as, we have to be authentic. You need to know who your audience is. You need to know, what's your bottom line? What are you trying to accomplish? And and also, well, what you say earlier, know what your I get tickled at it because know what your job description is, because sometimes I'm just doing things is not in my job description, because maybe I want to save money, or I don't want to do it, or this or that, or I'm feared that they're going to take up too much of my time. I'm just telling you, this is how I feel. Like sometimes I go, oh, it's going to take too much time. I don't have time to train somebody, and I have all these excuses instead of saying, here, just go do it and let them, even if they fail, because people, there is a learning curve and people are going to fail and maybe not do so right at first or know you, because we're all different in the way we think, right? And so,
Well, I find it funny. It's like the real estate agent, the landscapers, the financial advisors. How do you sell your business when you want to retire? Like the only way to do that is to bring others into the fold, because you have to build a business worth selling. Because like, are you going to sell yourself and work for somebody else when you retire? No, you want to step away from it. So the only thing left is your database, and I can get your database in like probably 30 minutes of searching, like online. I can create your database for you. I can
wow,
build a bigger database than you have right now. That
wow.
that's that's not a value anymore. Like, if you really try for it, the value is, how do you give that handoff to the next person that's worth selling your business to?
How do you give the handoff to the person? Oh, I say it again. Sorry.
How do you sell your business?
How do
Like,
you sell your business?
if I'm snow removal in Alaska and I'm the only one driving the plow to plow out every parking lot in Anchorage, and I'm the only one doing it, that's not a saleable business. I can't sell that. Okay? The only thing I can sell is the pickup truck. Can't I have to be able to create a business worth somebody else wanting to have. That's what I'm trying to explain. That's why, like, in real estate, it's understanding, like, how do I build something worth selling to somebody else? I Yeah, we help people buy and sell homes. We help people buy and sell businesses. How do you create standard operating procedures? How do you create this um, uh, a tactical way to be able to utilize uh, that process at a high level that it can be sold to somebody else?
Yeah, that's a good thought to ending, getting where we're going to have to get out pretty soon. We got a couple of minutes left. I'm so grateful for you. But one last thing I got to know is, because I always struggle. I don't like people to leave me. So when I hire somebody, like I want them to practically marry me, And so, how do you get yourself and talk yourself into hiring new people and all this? Okay. What are you putting in your mind? What are your thoughts in your mind? Uh, what are your thoughts in your mind that you're going, I'm going to hire new people? How did you talk yourself into doing that? How did you release the fear of failure, fear of, oh my God, they might ruin my business, or the fear of, how did you step into that? I guess I'm trying to figure out what you said to yourself that and made up your mind to do that.
Being able to leverage out and sell and have other people utilize. Um, is that what you're asking? I had a phone call
Yeah.
come in at the same time.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah, sorry. Yeah. What did you tell yourself? What did you tell yourself? Like, how did you get yourself to hire people and start delegating?
Because I
What was that
sucked
thing
at
that
that
went off
job.
in your mind, your flag or whatever it is? Yeah.
I sucked at that job. So why would I, like, if I wanted to be better at it, I have to hire somebody that's an expert in that role. That's like, I had to get past that. Like, I can do everything myself is a limiting belief. Like, if I want to get better, if I want to, take it to the next level, I have to get out of my own way. Like, every time I got out of my own way, my business grew.
Oh. Oh. What was your quote again here at the end? You want to go what?
Well, I just have to rewrite my job description and get out of my own way.
Yeah. And if you want to go far, you don't go alone, right? Was that your
Right.
quote?
If you want to go, if you want to go fast,
Fast.
go alone.
Go
If you want
alone.
to go far, go with others.
I love it. Oh, Ryan, thank you so much. I know you're a busy, busy person, but and I love that you want to help other people and support me in my new SPF journey. I love it. You're an amazing person, and I do look up to you. And this, I mean, you're just, I love what you're doing, everything you're doing for entrepreneurs. And you guys, thank you guys for joining, and we appreciate you, Ryan. And you have an amazing week, and all you and your staff. And we'll talk to you later.
Appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Enjoy it. Enjoy the rest of your week, everyone. Take care.